How you doing, everyone? Hope you're enjoying the match so far. Dave Wiggins here. We have got a halftime chat for you today with Paddy McNally. Hi, Paddy. How are you?
All good, Dave. What's crack, mate?
Yeah, doing all right. Hopefully, we're maybe a goal or two up in the first half of this match against Warrenpoint, but we'll not know that until after, which is the unfortunate thing.
Hopefully, mate.
I know. Just a short chat with you, Paddy, just to catch up, really, to see how you're doing. So, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good as can be. It's a difficult situation for everyone at the minute, especially myself with what happened to me just before Christmas. But I'm trying to keep my spirits up, and I'll not get too down about it, because it is what it is. It's done now, so it's all about trying to react from it.
Yeah. So I was going to chat to you about your injury. So you picked that up in the Ballymena match, isn't that right?
Yeah.
At Shamrock Park.
Yes, that's right. Yes, in the fifth.
So what happened exactly? How did you feel it happened, or it was like an overstretch or something? Was it? Or...
Yeah, it was. I actually went to lead with my right foot to tackle, and somehow my right studs get stuck in the grass, and then obviously momentum's took my left foot, and I've tried to get something on the ball, but at that time it was completely off balance, and then as it's happened, my right leg's obviously come in underneath my left one, and I've just heard a big crack, and then I've just it was so painful for about 10 minutes, and I've never really experienced anything like that in terms of an injury. I knew it wasn't an impact injury because I heard the crack, and then I couldn't really put any weight on it, and I couldn't do for about 4 weeks after. But so I went to a hospital, and then we had to wait till some of the swelling went down, and then get scanned, and obviously the club sorted all that very quickly. It was brilliant from them, and we found out what it was, and we're obviously taking the.
But before you tell us what it is, I was actually sitting behind the net that you were defending because I was looking after the balls that day, and I heard the crack, and I thought, oh wow, I don't think he's getting up here.
No, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice. I wouldn't call myself a hard man, far from it, but I don't normally lie down, and I just knew I couldn't get up, and I seen the video back, and I'm calling for Chris, the physio, and again, I've never done that before. I think that's just all instinct.
Yeah, I know. You just knew at that moment it was worse than probably something you'd felt before. So what actually is your injury?
So I've only obviously learned all this recently. I just thought a knee was a knee, but there's so much to it. So basically you've 4 ligaments in your knee, and I've seriously damaged 3 of them, with 2 ruptures. So it's a nightmare.
What's the technical
it's a complex
term?
Injury, but
what's the technical term? Do you know?
Couldn't tell you, mate.
Right.
You normally do your ACL in football. I've ruptured my PCL, which is right beside it. Again, it's another really serious injury in terms of time scale and recovery. But
so what have they done to it, and what is your recovery and all that? So you had a boot on for a while.
So I'm working with Chris, obviously. So at the minute the club bought me there's these brace things that were brought out a couple of years ago and are really expensive. So the club were obviously brilliant that way. They went down, they got it all sorted, and at the time obviously it was, I can't remember when it was just before Christmas, anyway, so I'm in that there for 3 months, and then after that, between Chris and the surgeon, probably mostly Chris doing all the rehab, but I'll be meeting with the knee specialist probably every month until I'm allowed to go back.
So you actually had a wee bit of surgery on it, did you?
No, I haven't had any surgery yet. So basically, this is what the brace is. So the brace might save the surgery, which would be the one bonus in a really bad situation. So hopefully this is. I've 2 more months. I think I've done about 6 weeks maybe. So just under 2 months in the brace, and then hopefully we can start trying to do the real basics. I've obviously lost all my muscle on my legs, so I'll be trying to Chris will know more, but it's probably trying to walk normally with your my legs been sort of bent for the last 6 weeks. I haven't been able to straighten it, so stuff like that there. But the rehab will take time. It's one of those things you can't rush as well.
And what's the goal then, do you think? What's the target for being back, do you think? I'm not rushing you or anything or pushing you, but have you something in the back of your head, like a target?
So I've been given a time frame by obviously all the specialists,
Okay.
but
you want to come back a month earlier than that, do you?
I mean, I have 3 months. I want to come back earlier,
Oh,
so
right.
I'll do everything in my power to do that. But again, it's something that can't be rushed. But look, this season's done. I'm finished for this season. I'm an optimistic person, but I'll aim for late pre-season next season.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, listen, today was just obviously supporters aren't at Shamrock Park these days, but if they were, they probably wouldn't see you around as much anyway, because you're not driving and you're relying on lifts and you're hobbling around there. So last question then is really, lots of us are either furloughed or we're at home with our kids and obviously from work, but you've got the injury added into that and you're not getting your football. So how are you keeping yourself right with all that during this time? How are you keeping the head right, I suppose?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a nightmare, to be honest. I would lie if I say it wasn't. I had a really when it happened. Obviously, I just said to myself, "Look, I haven't been able to enjoy a Christmas in many years, so I'm going to relax and I'm going to have seconds in my Christmas dinner. I'm going to have beers with it, stuff like that. There, stuff that I haven't been able to do in so many years. Once all that finished, I got a bit bored, and it goes to your head. And what I have been doing is I can't do much, but my PT's basically giving me some equipment, mate. So I'm doing stuff in the living room. I'm doing sessions every day, and I'm going to walk. So because of where I live, I'm quite lucky. So I can go walk down the Titanic Quarter down by the ships. I can go up the lag and towpath. I can go. So basically every day of as I said, been trying to do walks, and it does keep your head right. And I've been doing a wee bit of work from home as well. So just anything to keep myself active. One thing I haven't done, and my advice to everyone in this situation would be, do not lie in bed. Get up, make your bed. I'm not telling you how to live your life, by the way, but I'm just saying things that's helped me. Get up in the morning, make your bed, have a shower, get breakfast, do a wee bit of work if you have to, go a walk, do a workout. Literally, you can find things to get your day in. And in terms of Netflix and series and stuff, I've dedicated that to my nights. I've tried not to watch any TV during the day. It's definitely helped me.
Absolutely. Paddy, great to catch up with you here. Second half is probably going to start soon, so we're hoping for a Portadown win, of course. But good to see your face. You're one of our favourites, obviously, so we want to see you back on the pitch as soon as possible. And we'll hope that your leg heals up in extra quick time. But thanks for your time, and we'll chat to you soon, all right?
Dave, anytime. Not a problem, mate.
Good stuff. Thank you.